The match may have been played in a different corner of the world, but the Indian faithful was there to always cheer for the Indian team. Passionate Indian fans hit the streets of New York too after India's thrilling victory against Pakistan. So here's what the celebrations of the Indian diaspora looked like.
I just want to say, Bumrah chha gaya, Bumrah chha gaya.
So, tell me honestly, did you think India would win the game after the score?
No. The first time.
Thank you. What do you make of the game?
Boom, Bumrah, boom, boom, Bumrah, boom, boom, Bumrah, boom, boom, Bumrah, boom, boom, Bumrah. I love India. This is the best win. Amazing game. You gotta believe. We're going to Barbados. We're going to Barbados.
Okay, do you remember the last T20 game between India and Pakistan in Melbourne? How would you compare to that game?
The energy, look at the people, look around you. The energy, that's what makes India the best team in the world.
क्या लगा क्या हुआ है? What do you think?
ये देखिए 120 runs chase करना. That was the best you will get against India. Such a strong team of India. So I think Pakistan came without any planning. They had to score 6 runs per over, and it was the pitch was, there was no demons in the pitch में कोई demon नहीं थे. Pitch जो है ना बिल्कुल बैटिंग के लिए बड़ी अच्छी थी, particularly पाकिस्तान के टाइम पे. इंडिया के टाइम पे थोड़ा ओवरकास्ट थी, पाकिस्तान के लिए परफेक्ट बैटिंग कंडीशन थी. एंड आई थिंक ये टीम में कॉन्फिडेंस, लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस है और टीम की प्लानिंग नहीं है.
आपको क्या? What do you think went?
यार ये बहुत चीजें गलत हो गई. अब फखर जमान को पता है ऑलरेडी रन आ चुके हैं, 6 रन पर ओवर चाहिए. Why does he have to hit again? कर क्या शदाब क्या करा? शदाब 7-8 ओवर रन पर चाहिए थे और अब सिंगल डबल करके दे सकता आराम से. और शदाब अच्छा प्लेयर भी है लेकिन उसे विकेट अपनी दे दी. क्या कर सकते हैं अब? ये हमारी आदत हो गई अब हारने की. This has been a habit. Just हारो every time हारो basically.
Right, hard game. You tell me.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game. We knew the bowlers got this. Right? We knew it from the scratch.
Don't tell me. Be honest. You know,
the batsman would have scored like 20-30 more runs, but this was perfect.
But be honest. Half time, I don't think you were that confident.
Well, we were not, but we know the wicket was not that good. It was like uneven bounce and all that. So we knew that we were going to at some point of time our balls would do a good job.
मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ, लेकिन इंडिया की टीम जब करती है जीतने के लिए क्योंकि उन्होंने अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली है आज और उनका हक बनता था. पाकिस्तानी टीम अच्छा नहीं खेल सकी अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्योंकि उन्होंने 133 बनाया था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद इंडिया अच्छा खेला. कंग्रेचुलेशन इंडियन.
Just savor these scenes if you are an Indian fan.
I think Pakistan, they were doing great, but India obviously a mighty side, and they knew that how to capture the moment. They captured the moment at the right time, and they won the match.
Okay. Best part of the match for you?
Oh, it was Bumrah's bowling. He's the best.
Okay, be honest. Did you at halftime think India stood a chance?
I had big hopes on Bumrah, and he came through.
Came from all the way from Canada, Edmonton.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
And so money is worth, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Only Pakistan can lose this game. Yeah.
This is after the game. He says, use my honeymoon funds to be here. He says, my wife doesn't know how much money I spent to be here, but don't let Pakistan, don't let me down. But unfortunately, they let you down.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. It was a great game. They played really well. India is a great team. You know, just beat Bumrah's over was the key, was the one, and then they changed the game. So it was a great game. We enjoyed it.
Okay, both of you picked cricket over your wives. Now, in hindsight, do you think bad decision?
I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I live right here in East Meadow, in my backyard, to come to a World Cup match with Pakistan-India. I couldn't let this through. The FOMO just, I couldn't pass this up.
And our wives didn't even come, so I think it's a great decision. sorry, Pakistan is out.
Remember that between the arch-rival teams, this is the biggest blockbuster of any of the matches that we have seen, or in this World Cup as well. Let's try and get an understanding of what the mood was like. Nikhil Naz is joining me this morning. Nikhil, I remember the miracle of Melbourne in 2022 and now a New York special. But can we say yesterday was incredible action as is expected from an India-Pakistan match?
Was it the best India-Pakistan game that I've seen? Well, that's a very tough question. The other one that comes very close to my mind, and I'm just talking about the recent past, is the one that we saw, interestingly, at the same tournament, the T20 World Cup. That game happened 2 years ago in Melbourne, and that was one for the ages. This one too is another game. The difference there, of course, that was an improbable situation from where it was Virat Kohli who took the Indian team across the finishing line. This time, once again, an improbable situation. It was a bowler who's emerged as a hero in Jasprit Bumrah, who took the Indian team over the line. Very tough to choose between those two encounters. But if you ask my personal preference, I'd give a slight edge to Melbourne, because that seemed next to impossible. Here also, after the total that India got, 119, you gave the Indian team no chance. It's the bowlers that came to the fore today. Outstanding bowling by Jasprit Bumrah, Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, supporting cast of Arshdeep Singh and Mohammad Siraj, Ravindra Jadeja, all of them. But from the fans' perspective, listen, this game is helped a lot to the cause of bringing cricket to the US. In fact, you're having these matches here in the US of A primarily because you want to introduce the sport to the Americans, and no better advertisement for the sport of cricket than the game that we saw between these two arch rivals in India and Pakistan. Plenty of Indians and Pakistani fans that traveled from across the globe, not only from different parts of the US, that I met after the game. All of them said, including the Pakistani fan, that because of the close encounter, they got their money's worth. A lot of them had paid in upwards of $2,000 for just one ticket to watch this game. So all of them said they got their money's worth because it was an even contest. It went right down to the wire. Some of them disappointed that Virat Kohli didn't get too many runs. Some of them disappointed that we didn't see a lot of big sixes and fours, but it was a humdinger nonetheless.
So who, according to you, Nikhil, was the key performer? Because it wasn't a very high total that they were defending, but nevertheless, who do you think was the highlight player of the Indian team?
Who was the key performer? That's, again, a very tough question. I mean, the popular choice, without doubt, is Jasprit Bumrah. I spoke to a lot of fans, and the first name that came to their lips was that of Jasprit Bumrah, and not surprising at all. Bowls his 4 overs, gives away runs less than 3.50 economy, which is unheard of in T20 cricket, and then picks you 3 crucial wickets. So put all of that together, just as Virat was the star in Melbourne, you'd have to say Bumrah the star here in New York. However, I must also mention a few other performers today that did outstandingly well. Another one of them was Akshar Patel. Remember, got sent higher up the batting order at number 4. From there on, chips in with 20 very crucial runs with the bat, and then with the ball has an economy of less than 6, picks up a crucial wicket, and bowl those game-changing overs to Imad as well as Iftikhar. I think so. Akshar Patel right up there in terms of the performer of the match. The other one, Rishabh Pant, with his 40-odd. Remember, he's been given this new position to bat at number 3. There were doubters whether he can do that role of being at number 3, and he's proving everyone wrong and telling you that this is a role that he's taken to. It's like fish takes to water. More importantly, 42 on another day may not sound very good, but in today's context, where 119 is proved to be a winning total, you can imagine that 42 is worth its weight in gold. So 3 contenders that come to my mind. Also an honorable mention of Hardik Pandya, who's been outstanding with the ball in the tournament so far. There were doubts about whether he can churn out 4 overs after 4 overs every game. Well, he's proving you right from that practice game versus Bangladesh, then versus Ireland, and now versus Pakistan, that he can be relied upon not just as a batter, which he is, but also as a full-time bowler who can bowl a full quota of 4 overs.
But Nikhil, also, let's not get overconfident here. There's a long tournament ahead. Even though India did win the match, do you think there's a lot of work that still will need to be done consistently through the tournament here?
You're right. I mean, as you said, it is a win for the ages, but let it not paper over a few cracks that have appeared in the Indian team. Usually, you have to endure a loss to fix a few things in the team because you continue with a winning combination. On this occasion, you'd have to say the Indian team got lucky. They've registered a win, and yet it has shown, this particular match has shown a few weak areas which they can work upon, because next up, after the first round is done, they're going to be up against some tougher teams. Because, let's put it in a different context. 119 they got today. Pakistan, can collapse, and they did exactly that today. Had it been an Australian team, had it been an English team, had it been a West Indian team, would they have lost the game? Not quite. So what are those little things that the Indian team need to do? One, I think that approach. A lot has been spoken about the Indian team wanting to play all-out aggressive cricket, because that's where T20 cricket is going, and that's something that Captain Rohit Sharma has said, that they want to change that approach after the criticism they got last time around after the T20 World Cup, when many thought that they were meek on occasions when it came to their batting. So they're consciously trying to change that image. Having said that, today wasn't a pitch to do that. Today was a pitch where you needed to be a bit circumspect, you needed to be a bit more careful, you needed to play T20 cricket from 5 years ago, which the Indian batters are masters at. That is the sort of approach that probably they needed to have, because at times it seemed like, because of the pitch, that time it seemed like that the Indian team was aiming for 180, 190, whereas this pitch, 150 would have definitely been a match-winning total no matter the team. So that is something that the Indian team would need to reconfigure. Yes, attacking instincts, playing T20, the new age way is all good, but on tricky pitches, which you're likely to get throughout this tournament, here in the US, also in the West Indies, maybe that slight change of approach is needed. That is something that the Indian team needs to fix. Also, the other thing, Shivam Dube's form is a cause for worry. How do you change that going forward? Maybe he'll get a few more chances versus USA, Canada, because you can afford to do that. But if his form doesn't come good by then, you'll have to tweak your batting order. Maybe bring in a Yashasvi Jaiswal and get everyone a step down. Or maybe even look at a Sanju Samson as a pure batter to fit into that batting order. So those are things that the Indian team can look at in this particular tournament. As I said, win to savor, all right, but a few things that they can tweak if they want to be genuine title contenders at this T20 World Cup.